All right, this week I'm back in Waxahachie, the most underrated city in DFW, and I'm gonna show you how to get massive equity and the farmhouse you've always wanted. This is a custom builder on acre lot properties, turned semi-custom, and it starts in the 560s. Let's go take a look. Hey, I'm Scott Baxter. Welcome back to my channel, Relocating to Dallas, where I find you the best deals in DFW. And man, I've been concentrating on acre lot properties, and all of a sudden everybody wants acre lot properties. So I'm concentrating on them some more for you guys, because you're always like, I don't have enough choices, Scott. I don't have enough choices. So I'm giving you some really good choices. And I love this town. It's off the radar. You're gonna get a really good equity bump when things really start coming along here in Waxahachie, Texas. Where's Waxahachie? Everybody always talks about Midlothian, Mansfield. It's just right next to those, probably like southeast of those, just a little bit. Just go east and a little bit south and you're in Waxahachie. Perfect. And it's a small town vibe. Man, if you like American flags, everybody has one around here. I went down the street and there was like American flag, American flag, American flag, American flag. I mean, they are like, we're small town Texas and we are not changing. So just take that into account when you're coming here. But it's right next to a lake, has an HEB. It's really good pricing. And this builder right here, this is the Elmwood builder. And these guys were a custom home builder. And now they're a semi-custom home builder. And we're talking some really nice designs in here. We're talking the vaulted ceilings with the beams. We're talking spray foam insulation. We're talking a whole barrier, a thick barrier wrapped around the whole house to create like actually just like an igloo would have. It is gonna be a very, very nice build. And semi-custom, they can move walls. They can do everything. And you know how much it costs to get into this whole thing? Starting at $565, probably gonna get kind of a 3,500 square foot house around there for around sevens. But you're still getting an acre of land, and it's only 1% down to get into contract. That's pretty cheap, 1% down. So if it's 700,000, so that's $7,000 to get into contract. That is a deal, especially for if you're trying to sell your house, you don't have all the funds yet. That's what a lot of my clients really want. They're like, I don't really have the money till my house sells. These guys make it easy. Now, if you want to move walls and stuff like that, I'm getting really into the details here, but this is what you want, right? If you want to move walls and stuff like that, they can do that. They can spread out the living room, even make it bigger. So if you want to move walls anywhere, they're semi-custom, they can do it. You just have to put 20% down of all structurals before they change it, because they don't want to sell like your wacky build to somebody else, right? If you back out. So that's why you have to pay 20% of structurals. So that's not too bad. Right now they have $75,000, and that's not going to last too long. They have $75,000 worth of incentives this month. That's November 2025, and they haven't had that very often. This reminds me of a Black Friday sale. So if you're really thinking about getting into a neighborhood like this is a good time for these guys, because that is a lot of extra cash to spend however you want. So you could buy down your rate. You could do a bunch of stuff with that. Is that amazing? That's amazing. So this model home is called the Luke. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3 car garage, 3213 square feet, and just starts at $710,990. Now a lot of stuff already comes with this house. Already comes with the wood floors in almost all of the spaces. So don't forget to click like and subscribe, by the way, and give this video a like if it's helping you out. And if you need representation going into a build, which everybody does, get a hold of me at hello@dallasrelocationteam.com or at Scott Baxter at 945-244-0342. So let's get in this house, because I know you want to see it. I hope I gave you enough information for the rest of the town and the rest of this. But you're on the south side of Waxahachie, right? So you're gonna have, there ain't nobody out here. There's nobody out here, man. You're gonna be away from the traffic, but they're building a road that's gonna get you right on the main road if you need to get into Dallas. And Dallas is like 40 minutes from here. I think Fort Worth is even 30 minutes from here. It's really quick to get to either of those. So if you're commuting to Dallas, if you have to go to Fort Worth, Waxahachie, man, this is a good spot. I love this area. I would totally move if my kids weren't already in school. I tell you, I would live in Waxahachie. It is a perfect small Texas town vibe. And you get that land, and that's why you moved to Texas, right? For that land, and that house. So let's go look at this house right now. What a house, this farmhouse build. Got that farmhouse vibe going. Everything that screams farmhouse, those metal roofs right there, the wood paneling on the side, the brick. Look at this wood up here, beautiful stained wood up here. You know, I'm a sucker for those. I'm a sucker for those ceilings, those cedar ceilings. Man, you can put that in my bedroom, in my bathroom. That'd be good to go. All right, the first thing you notice when you come in is this vaulted ceiling, and look at these beams. I mean, I'm sold right there. And we have the kitchen, custom kitchen with the waterfall island. Absolutely beautiful. And we have a 5-burner gas stove. Now this is gonna be propane out here, so you have 250 or 500 gallon propane tanks can be buried outside. And here is your dining room right on the back. And what a space to hang out at. Just your kitchen's right here, everything's right here. And look at the finish out on this semi-custom builder. Isn't that beautiful? You get the special touches on here. Double ovens, microwave. So much cabinet space. You have plenty of cabinet space in here. And here is your food storage closet. Scott approved. We'll call that one Scott approved. You know, I know you guys are waiting for that one. Is it Scott approved? That one's just on the verge, but it is Scott approved. And you know, you could put beams everywhere in my house too, and I'd be really happy. This is the complete farmhouse chandelier, and you can do an electric fireplace. You can also do a wood burning fireplace if you wanted. And I wanted to show you this office here real quick. And look at that office. Nice back wall with those lights. Look at those lights, that's a nice touch. What do you think of this house so far? Now they can move this wall out. They've moved this wall out very far actually. They can make their whole living room go out further. And because of this, the way this rolls, I think the living room is more of a flat. If you bring it all the way out, it's 15 feet high, and you move the wall all the way out, and you can move that all the way out too. So this builder gives you the options. Okay, going in here to the laundry room. Big laundry room. If you want a sink in here, I'm sure they could put a sink in here. And look how big that garage is. 3-car garage. Anything above 2,500 square feet comes with a 3-car garage. Otherwise, if it's smaller than 2,500 square feet, it's 20 grand for that 3-car garage. Put it in, FYI. Love those accent walls up the top there. Don't you love those? You know, and if they don't do it for you, you could do it. Here's your backyard. How big that is. They do grass out about 30 feet, and the rest is for you. But fencing does not come with this. You can buy fencing though, and it's only wood fencing here. So if you want that privacy, there you go. Big primary bedroom here, and really nice primary bath. Look at that. That looks like a custom house, doesn't it? Has all the fixing of a custom house. You can tell these guys have been custom. Here's a closet. One of 2 closets actually. And here's your shower. Let's go in here so there's no reflection. Beautiful. And I think they might offer the shower, like the waterfall. I'll have to double check with them. And there is a beautiful tub. You might want to get that window like a little cloudy, you know. And then we have the mirrors with the LED lights and the power button on it. But look at the finish out on that. That's some nice quality build stuff right there. So you're gonna have quality build. I asked about 2x6 construction, and this is the other closet. And he said only on certain items that need 2x6. So here's some more. But beauty, it's a beauty. Generally 2x4 construction, but man, these guys really, they wrap it up. They wrap up the house like a cooler, like a Yeti cooler. That's a big back porch and a big beam there going. I love it. Okay, we're going on this side of the house now. We were just over there with the primary bedroom and that gorgeous living room. And we're going over here to the little breakfast nook or dinner table. And here is the media room, the movie room. Look at that projector and look at that screen. Let's check out this closet, see what we got going here. Big closet. Yep. Lots of storage there in that closet. And love it. Turn this into a movie room or flex room, however you'd like to do it. Here's a bedroom back here, oversized bedroom. And then a closet right here. Then we have a bathroom with a shower right here. All right, you guys want to go outside? All right, outside, plenty of space here. Look at this whole area out here. Here's the back of the house. Yes, plenty of space in your backyard too. And you can tell it's just nothing going on here. Nothing going on. Beauty. All right, that does it for today's video tour. I hope you like that one. Custom home turned semi-custom. You guys want that option and you want that land, but you just aren't getting all the options you want. You want to move walls around and stuff. There you go. And they're not overpriced at all, man. You're gonna still be in this house for, yeah, you could be in this house for mid-7s. That's pretty good. And the prices down in Waxahachie are just really amazing. And before everybody comes to Waxahachie, now's the time to get in, believe me. So if you want to get into Waxahachie and get in before everybody starts really coming to this town, it's still off people's radar. I see the equity value in this place, 100%. And I really like this town. It's a really cool town. So hit me up, 945-244-0342 or hello@DallasRelocationTeam.com. And I'm Scott Baxter, your local Dallas realtor. Have me represent you through the whole process. I'll not only get you the best deal, I'll make it seamless as far as like the stress level. It goes way, way down, and they pay my commission. So I'm essentially free to you, and I use my expertise to make it the best VIP experience as possible when you sign up with me as your buyer's agent. Do it. You won't be sorry. And lots of people do it, and they love me, and I love them, and I love you. And if you want to go down the rabbit hole into more acre lot properties, I'm going to put a list here, and it has awesome acre lot properties everywhere. And if there's one you haven't seen yet, have me do it. I'll do it. Just say, hey, Scott, can you go do this one? I'll go do it because I love those acre lot properties, and you guys are coming to me in droves because of it. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you next time. And why don't you check out this video right here.